We'll fix it in post.
What? What?
The whole podcast. We'll fix it.
Yeah. Isn't that what we do anyway?
Yeah. Kind of what we do around here. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 159 of Ignore the Backlog podcast. My name is the real Portz and Evil Space Bunny. Is, a co-host of the podcast. So
I'm just co-host? What's up?
You're a co-host, and I'm a co-host, and we're co-hosting together. It's kind of like when Michael and Jim split the office leadership position. You know, they were co-managers.
So they're co-managers?
Yeah.
So we're co-hosting.
Name a country without
podcast?
two presidents, you know?
America.
Bad example, because Trump didn't lose, so...
Technically, if we want to go back even further, Ronald Reagan, fucking famous Ronald Reagan, basically depended on his wife and his horoscope reader in order to run the country, and would constantly go see a gay fortune teller. Yeah, there was three. There was like a menage a trois of presidency.
Obviously, there's only one right now for us. It's Kamala Harris.
It's true. Joe Biden's brain has basically turned all the way into applesauce. Meanwhile, Donald Trump's is just lumpy mashed potato.
I wish we had more than a two-party system in America. This is just my opinion, okay? And I know it's not a popular opinion, but...
I've been there.
I think we need more sides to roast. You know what I mean?
We do need more. We do need more politicians. There was that Tea Party, and then they roasted themselves into the ground.
Yeah. Most little side projects end up that way.
Yeah, you know, most of the time they end up being like either fucking like the Stoner Party, which was great for a while. I remember when I was in high school, I was like, yeah, I'm a part of the Green Party. And they're like, you know what this stands for? I'm like, the legalization of marijuana. And they're like, do you smoke? And I'm like, no, but I don't care. They didn't understand. Anyway.
Yeah. We are not a politics podcast.
No, we aren't. We are not.
In fact,
Hassan.
that might be the first time we've ever gotten into it.
I think we've made fun of Donald Trump a few times.
True.
But, you know.
Yeah, but that's not even political. That's just...
Yeah.
He's a
Donald
cartoon
Trump.
character, so... what are you going to do? You
That's
kind
true.
of can't ignore it.
That's true. He's been in The Simpsons. But anyway, hi, video games.
Hello, video games. How you doing?
They're there. They're out there somewhere.
Digitally, in the cloud. Most of my video games are in the cloud.
Yeah. Are they? Wait, are you using the Game Pass?
No, I'm saying that's where they exist, and then I access them later. You know, because I can't install all my games.
That's
that was
true.
The yoke.
Yeah. Speaking of installing and uninstalling games, I'm gonna go first this week.
Whoa! You just took that shit right from me.
I'm taking it back, bitch.
I kind of resent you a little bit.
Good.
Because I was gonna give it to you, and now you took it, so it feels
good. I'm gonna stomp all over it right now.
All right. Speak.
So this week, I uninstalled half a hard drive, so
what?
I can I have
How big is
uninstalled.
Are we talking 256 or is it like a terabyte?
We're talking terabyte, baby.
Whoa!
The reason being is because I wanted to go back to the Ark. I said I never was gonna go back to this game, and I'm a fucking liar. So
wait,
there's that.
How big is Ark?
500 gigabytes. That's not even all of it.
What?
This
How
game is
big are those
like
dinos?
So Ark has maps, and the maps are huge. The maps are anywhere from like 10 to 20 gigabytes, depending on the map.
They don't procedurally generate it like everyone else.
No, they're kind of dumb. It's Ark, and it's one of the main things that the player base has continuously complained about over the many years.
I mean, why wasn't this ever brought up during the Call of Duty's 125 gigs discussions? Like, Jesus Christ.
I think I did bring it up, but like I kind of also forgot about Ark.
Yeah, also no one really
gave
a shit about Ark.
Yeah, that's
in my
true.
spheres.
Yeah, that's kind of true. I had cut them off cold turkey after they brought in Genesis 2. They had this whole battle pass system, right? You spent a ridiculous amount of money,
Ooh,
and you got the battle pass bundle.
If
it's
I could
not what
spend
you
a
want.
ridiculous
It's
amount of
maps.
money on Grounded, oh my god, I would do it.
Well, you could buy the fucking Ark. Well, Ark's not as expensive as it used to be. It was like around $100 and some odd, right?
Okay.
And that was to get the battle pass, all the maps, and everything like that. And they said every time they released a map, if you had the battle pass, you would get it for free. And then Genesis came out, and they're like, actually, this is going to be a whole new separate thing. You have to buy this again. And we're like, what the fuck? And obviously, a lot of people still did. They bought the game because they just love giving this fucking developer money. And that's when I actually stopped playing. That's when I said, fuck you, fuck this developer, fuck you. I am enjoying it. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm also remembering how fucking frustrating the game is and how frustrating it is to set up a server. I feel bad for Slip, who's my friend, who's mostly running this server while I run the Minecraft server.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, we're sharing servers right now.
Sharing
so he's
duties.
hosting this one. Yeah, he's sharing this one with my community, and
Wait,
then I'm
Slip
sharing
isn't even a mod in
the other
your
one.
chat.
No, I haven't made him a mod. I don't have very active mods as it is, so I just kind of like meh.
It's like a meaningless role.
Yeah, a little bit.
Mine's like
Billy's
that too.
there.
Fucking Tina is still a mod in my chat. I haven't talked to her outside of CK's chat in like 2 years probably.
That's probably
Which is
enough,
fine. I don't
right?
give a shit. Like whoever helped me in the beginning is there forever. I don't give a shit.
Pretty much
It's a
how I
status
feel.
symbol more than
Yeah,
anything.
yeah. One of my old
Are you
mods
OG?
came back.
Then you get
Yeah.
it.
One of my old mods came back the other day. He's like, "Whoa, I still have the sword." I'm like, "Yeah, I kind of forgot about it." It made me laugh. And he's like, "Okay." I was like, "Yeah, you're fine. I don't give a shit. You'll do what it takes." And I'm like, "But please don't feel obligated." Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
that's
so
cool.
I've been having a lot of fun with Ark. It's been great. 10 out of 10. Still will punch the developer in the fucking face for sure.
What did they do wrong? Sorry. Or is
So
this old news? I don't need to be caught up if everyone already knows.
it's fine. So they have the battle pass system, right? Like I said, and then they decided to gatekeep new content, even though they said that every content would be covered under the battle pass that you bought. And they're like, "Oh, Genesis 2, you have to pay for this, even if you have the battle pass, because we're not counting it in the battle pass." All of a sudden, and it was just really cringe. And so that was like a whole new set of maps that they started charging for.
Interesting.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Shitty business practices. Got it.
It was a very shitty business practice, right? I jumped on gas station simulator, and then I realized I literally have done everything that I can in that game.
Really?
So I stopped. Yeah.
Wow.
I was kind of sad.
100% completed gas station. Is that an early access game? Like, there's more coming or no?
I have no idea. I would love to see if there's more coming. There's a DLC for like making it prettier and like making your base prettier, which I don't give a shit about. But there is a food truck simulator coming, so same people. So I might get that. Or that came out a couple months ago. I don't remember.
How many simulator games have you like been into?
Oh,
Like,
a
real
lot.
into?
Power washing simulator.
Yeah, we all know that one.
I liked baking simulator. That was fun. I got
Okay.
that one from the developer.
Flex.
I guess goat simulator.
Oh, okay.
The Sims. The Sims.
Well, no, I meant the X simulator games more, like farming simulator, just all that shit. You know, power like if it has simulator in the name. I know Sims is short for simulators or whatever, but
Fair.
yeah.
I guess power
Simulators?
washing
'Cause
simulator was
the people are
probably my
called
big
Sims
one.
in that. So
Yeah, that's
simulations. I guess the people are called simulations.
That's
Is that the
true.
implication?
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the implication. I
Because
got.
of the implication. I lock my toddler in the pool because of
Oh
the
my God.
implication.
Monka. Yeah, I guess mostly power washing simulator and gas station simulator. There's something about them that the dopamine hits just right.
Interesting.
The cooking simulator and the baking simulator were okay. They were like, but it wasn't the same. It wasn't like constantly having to move sort of situation.
Yeah.
I did play
Sorry, what I just want to stick on this simulator thing because I want to understand it. What is the dopamine from in those games specifically?
Completing little tasks. It's like you get this so specifically Power Wash Simulator, you get like this ding whenever the thing is completely clean and you're just like, yes. Oh, I guess House Flipper is another simulator too.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I got you.
And
okay, so I think I get a very similar thing with not to skip into my games or
no, you're fine.
I'll let you finish. All right.
We'll talk about your dopamine your
Lord of the Rings Online, like, so the deed system is like sort of side questy, like kill X number of whatever, complete a zone, visit X, Y, and Z places, that kind of shit. And then it checks off a thing. You get some fucking currency to spend in their store. Like, that's the dopamine that drives me. So it's interesting that I think they're very similar things. It's just we find them in way different genres.
Yeah, I think so too. It's like Vampire Survivors is like numbers go up, and I know that's a lot of people's dopamine hits.
I've heard that's the number one game played on Steam Deck, and I need to install it. I think I need to buy that game and install it.
I think if for $5 it's worth it. I have
Is
over
it $5? Yeah, what the fuck am I doing?
It's only $5. $5,
right
and you
now,
need good dopamine.
Live on the recorded podcast.
Vampire Survivors, $5. The best 300 hours I have wasted in that
300?
Not quite yet, but I probably will hit it by the end of the year. 272 hours. I could easily hit 300 by the end of the year, honestly. Yeah. I am not afraid to. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'm not. Love that game.
I'm also buying the Devil May Cry HD collection that was left in my cart because it's on sale, so I'm gonna buy that too, just in case you're wondering.
Just in case. Besides
I need every video game in case I become a different person and decide I want to play that kind of game. You know what I mean?
I did tell on stream today that I was going to try my best to actually go through my backlog and clear my backlog this year or next year.
Like not buy more games.
Yeah.
Well,
and Kurtz
buy
is
less
like,
games.
Yeah. Kurtz is like bullshit. And I was like, fuck
you. Dude, the backlog is so weird because
it's hard.
For me, I like the idea of starting so many of these games, but when it comes down, when it's brass tacks time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get to the game, and there's always a reason. There's always a thing. Like, let's go I'm going to just pick a game for my shit where I'm like, it's not the right time. Let's say Batman Within, the Telltale series. This is the second Batman Telltale series. And I heard it was dog shit, but it's fucking Batman and Telltale. I'm going to play it.
Yeah.
But I heard it was bad. So I don't, is that really what I want to go through right now? And then I'm going to do that for an eternity. I'm never going to fucking play this game.
Just do it. Just fucking do it.
Yeah, I should.
Telltale.
Actually, that's a terrible example because Telltale is such an easy thing to get through. But, here's a good example. Battlefield Bad Company 2 is in my backlog. I have never played Bad Company 1 is my reason for never playing it. Why haven't I played Bad Company 1? Because it's not on fucking PC. They brought the second game to PC and not the first game, at least to Steam.
Why? That's so stupid. I hate that shit. It's like,
yeah. It's like, Jesus Christ. Maybe I'll watch a playthrough of the first one. I don't know, dude.
There you go. You may not need it.
You probably don't even need it, but it feels incomplete because it's got the number. You know what I mean?
I know. I get that.
Yeah.
No, I 100%
sorry,
get that.
I've derailed the shit out of your
No, it's okay.
Your games
It's okay. I forgive you.
I have an Arkham gas station written down.
Okay.
What the other two. What else did you play?
The other fucking two games I
played.
So I played two itch.io games. One is called Gym or Jail. It was a stalking simulator game. You are a dude going to the gym,
Or
and
jail.
Well, yeah, you still go to jail no matter what ending you
Oh.
choose at the end of the day. Spoilers. But it is like kind of a joke game. The guy who made it is just like, there's a bunch of stupid memes in here, and you're being stalked by this Chad character who's like, he looks like the alpha male in those pictures with that guy with a very chiseled jaw and like super ripped and all this other stuff. And
Gross.
and you're being stalked by it. And I was telling Chat, I'm like, every creepy dude who fucking harasses a woman at the gym needs to play this game. That's what they need to. That's their punishment, is to play this shit game.
Has anyone fallen in love at the gym? Has that literally ever happened, do you think?
I don't think so. I mean,
Feels incorrect. Like, no way,
that's
right?
the last place I want to
You're
fucking
like vulnerable as shit. You're like out,
yeah.
like doing physical shit. Like, it's just weird. Yeah.
Gross, etc., etc. Although I do want to. There's a
Have
guy.
you seen that TikTok of the lady freaking out at the guy who was blind? She's like,
Yes,
you need
he was
something?
just staring. He was just staring into space, and
Yeah.
he's like, I can't see anything. I'm literally blind. Oh, I mean, I
just
get her.
bad luck for her, right? Because she's had this a million times.
It's probably happened to her a bunch, and she finally got fed up, and she took it out on the wrong person. Unfortunately, the one time. Oh, poor girl. But also,
Jim and then jail. Yeah.
Yeah. Jim and then jail. It was okay. It was funny and full of stupid memes and loud, scary noises. The one game that I really did enjoy, and it was a lot of fun, was called Antique. And I didn't know a lot about this game other than you go and you're working for a museum. You're collecting this person's estate after they've passed, and you're going to go evaluate their antiques to see if it's worth anything for the British Museum. Obviously, it's British. Anyway, so you're walking around through this house, and you come across this prized statue of Julius Caesar. And you're like, okay, this is cool. It's neat. And then you start like wandering around the house, like looking at the other stuff. And then all of a sudden you hear like footsteps. You're like, what the fuck? Somebody else is in the house. Okay, this is interesting. And then you go back upstairs, and all of a sudden the statue's moved. And it turns into a like the fucking angel from oh god, Doctor Who situation. Yeah. And so like if you look at Julius, he just sits there.
Still. Yeah.
And then as soon as you turn away, he starts to chase you. And it was really good. It was so good. This was such a good itch.io game. It was gorgeous looking. This was like definitely, it's only like a few dollars. This guy should be asking for more. Because it's, I think it was so well put together.
You should tell him that, honestly. Yeah.
Hey, Aaron Wise, your game
directly.
is worth more value than this. Honestly, it was so good though, Portz. It was like 40 minutes. We had a lot of fun. I just screamed at Julius Caesar the entire time. Oh, fuck you. I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was lovely, and
that's cool. Hell yeah.
It was pretty fun. Yeah. I was
that's
genuinely
antique again,
excited.
Right?
Antique, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was really, really good.
I was saying more games need to do the Doctor Who Angel thing. So
yeah, you were, and I found one on accident. I didn't mean
you weren't
to.
Furiously Googling fucking Doctor Who Angel games.
I was not furiously Googling Doctor Who.
Cool.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun and very neat. So I'm gonna look out for more of his games. I accidentally played one of them called "Do Not Play This Game," and it ends up being kind of just like a trolly.
You tripped and fell and like hit the keyboard buttons. Or
A little bit.
Played it?
Well, it's like literally like a couple. It's a troll game. It's just a troll game. And he got me. It was funny though. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me, and that officially puts me at 100 games this year.
Holy shit! I wish I
don't
had
know how
like
I
a
feel.
celebratory thing on my soundboard, but I didn't prepare that.
Yeah, like little.
That's like someone
poppers.
dying. What the fuck was that?
I don't know. I don't know.
There we go. All right.
I feel kind of empty. It's weird. I thought I would be way more hyped than this.
It's probably because you finished a month early, you know?
It's probably because I finished a month early, but then I told chat I kind of want to do something really stupid.
Oh, no. Go for 150.
No, God. Could you imagine? They said that I should go for 120 next year. So it's 10 games every month. And I'm like, you know what? That's not a bad idea.
You shouldn't do that.
But I think I'm going to maybe slow it down just a tad, just a tad, and enjoy some longer games.
You know, I'm giving you bad advice. It would be... you could become known for the person who finishes the most games in a year. Like, that's a real content strategy that might do something. I don't know.
Don't tell me this.
What if I could tell you could shred the little bit of sanity you have now?
I'm like literally staring at my screen and I can't blink. I'm thinking about it so hard that I can't blink right now. I'm just staring at my fucking screen. My eyes are glazing over.
I fucking took some ibuprofen because I had like a little headache. And I knew that the source was looking at my computer screen because that's what I do all day at work.
I hate that.
I do it all day at work, right?
I do it too.
I do it in my fucking free time also.
Yeah.
And I'm unwilling to sacrifice my screen time. So I'm like, give me some medicine. Just
give me some medicine. I will be honest. I will be honest. You can actually fuck up your vision so bad because during the pandemic, I was literally on my computer, like when I was unemployed and I wasn't doing anything. I think I was on my computer like 16 to 17 hours a day.
There's no chance that's not what I'm doing now, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was doing, and it was getting to the point where I started doing double vision and shit like that. And I was just like,
holy
oh
shit.
no. Yeah, it was pretty bad. My eyes were like fucking up, and I was like, oh, maybe I should. I need to stop. So I took like 2 or 3 days off the computer, but yeah.
God damn, that's.
Anyway, what did you play?
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Now, before I forget, I want to get to the Call of Duty thing. I've teased to you already.
So
for the listeners that don't know, I've been doing Call of Duty homework. Okay.
Oh my God, this looks like a crazy person spreadsheet. I feel like I walked into like Charlie's little fucking pin board, and it's just like little things all over the place.
Let me tell you what, though. Pepe Silvia is going to be able to get his fucking camos done in this game.
Okay.
So if you open it,
bottle of wine.
and you're in
it's
it
open.
Already.
I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
I'm in it. I'm deep in this.
I had to take those screenshots of the
You
images.
took every screenshot.
I
There's
took all
19,
of these.
21.
There's 198.
20.
I'll save you some time.
Oh my God, Portz, you took 198 screenshots? What are these? It's leopard print. Dry field ferns!
Okay, so there's 198 generic skins, which means that
my God.
you can use them in any gun. Like, once you unlock it, you have it for every gun.
These are just for guns? You can't even wear these?
No, you can't wear them, no.
Oh, I'm
There's only like 18 different skins that you can wear.
Only
it's
18 to wear, not 100 and whatever.
Not 198, yeah, which is very lame.
198.
So what I've documented is the picture of what the camo looks like, the name of it, the goal, the first goal, so it includes the gun name, and then the second goal, which is what you have to do after you level up that gun. And the reason I did this is because the Call of Duty UI this year is fucking terrible.
Oh my God. Okay.
You have to go through. I am not fucking shitting.
Put this on Reddit. Put this on Reddit.
I'm not shitting you. Yeah, I probably will.
You should put this on Reddit.
Yeah, I was thinking of how to distribute that, and that's a good idea. Yeah, because it doesn't count for self promo because I'm not making fucking money off this, right?
No, you're not making anything. You look like a sociopath.
I'm gonna be so mad if I go to that Reddit and there's already one done.
Mine's
this
better,
probably
anyway.
took me 4 hours.
Oh my God.
And most of that, well, not most of it, but a little bit of that time was because when you sit in the game, I don't know what the game is doing, but it says the playlists have been updated, and then it kicks you back to the main menu, and you have to dig through the fucking menus to get to the skins again. It's absurd how many UI problems they have this year. When you pop XP, like an XP bonus, which they hand out like fucking candy, which is great.
Yeah.
But there is no way, Bunny, there's zero way to tell if you've already popped an XP bonus.
Interesting. That's bad.
Every Call of Duty before this has had that feature.
How did they
Where
lose
are they
features?
pulling from? Why don't they have a design Bible at this point?
How do they? Yeah,
Here's the tenets. Here's everything we need to have in Call of Duty. This is a $500 million franchise.
One of these colors is called Neon Loud.
It's not actually, the franchise is billions of dollars. The game is for like $500 million.
Probably half a bill makes sense.
Jesus
and it's
Christ.
What's holding up the merger between Bethesda or Bethesda. Yeah, Call of Duty's the reason why.
Shit? Sony's like cock blocking or something?
Sony's cock blocking in the UK real hard right now over Call of Duty.
Yeah.
They're still trying. I love some of these names in here. Okay, I'm gonna read these to you guys.
Yeah.
So he did these by type. So there's like spray paint, wood, digital.
Yep.
Fun. Geometric.
By the way, these are categories I did not do. This is categories they came up with.
Like skulls, dragon. Like how fucking dumb
my
is
favorite
digital?
skin name. My favorite skin name. Shit. It was one of the last ones I did. It was what skulls?
What skulls? Yeah, there's
With
a whole category.
Mark. Like what?
There's a whole category called skulls, and there's like Lichyard, Necropolis, Haunting, Cthulhu. What skulls? It's like what the fuck? And then like, you look. This is done by an insane person. Yeah, put this on Reddit. They'll fucking eat this shit up. They're like, holy shit, this person's insane and dedicated. How many hours? What's your ranking? And you're like, I
barely hit. Oh, by the way, have you ever played a Call of Duty? Or meaning, have you ever prestiged in a Call of Duty? Did you prestige?
Call of Duty 4.
Okay, you know what that means then, right?
Yes.
It means you start over.
Right. It's just
and then you get a new emblem.
Yeah,
that is what prestiging means. It has since forever. No, it's not dumb. I fucking love it. Everyone does. Everyone that does it fucking likes it. People that don't do it don't like it, and you don't have to engage in it. It's fine.
Okay.
It's like a flex. It's like a fucking. It's like getting a fire cape in RuneScape, although that has stats on it and shit like that. But
too.
Yes, I have. But that's why I like it, because it becomes valuable. Like, not everyone can fucking stick it out through this shit. You know what I mean? In this game, they've decided prestige only means a range of numbers in your level. That's all it means. It doesn't start you over. Once you get to level 55, it goes, hey, by the way, 56, you're going to prestige. And it's like, oh, cool, I'm going to start over. I'm going to lose all my progress. I'm going to start over like a motherfucking G. I get to 56, and I'm just level 56. And I'm like, what? What? I still have access to all the guns I unlocked. Nothing has changed. The levels between 56 and 99 are considered prestige 1. So it doesn't mean anything.
Well, yeah. That's kind of, if that's the whole concept, is to like constantly reset and start over, they kind of fucked up. What were they doing with this one?
They've taken a fefeature out of the game. A big feature. Like
Raven
the main progression
still, right?
feature. What's that?
Raven the developer still did this one?
I don't know how Call of Duty Studios works anymore, because there's Infinity Ward, Treyarch, and Raven, and they all still exist. And they all still work on every Call of Duty now.
Yeah.
I don't know. It used to be that they alternate, but their credits are on every fucking game. So I have no fucking idea now how it works.
Yeah, I don't
like
know
it used
either.
to be Infinity Ward games were like super specific. Treyarch games were very specific. Raven was kind of always like a backup studio, like, we did some QA or whatever the fuck they do.
We held hands, we snuggled, we went to meetings together, we watched The Office together, etc., etc.
Nice.
Yeah, right? Season 3.
Yeah. So I have no fucking idea how that works with them. But it's all sort of just an amalgamation of studios now.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, that makes sense.
Anyway, that's my Call of Duty thing. I've been doing that.
Psychopath. Forest and water. What are these? I have to stop looking at this. I have to. Okay. Anyway, continue.
What, you don't like Omni Hex?
Oh my god.
Anyway.
Red tiger, blue tiger, tiger.
There is
so dumb.
One repeat, and it's jungle. There's jungle, and then
jungle.
there's jungle two. Sorry, let me start over. There's jungle digital, and then there's also jungle digital. In different categories.
They're drunk. They just fucked up.
Yeah, I think they're a little drunk over there. It feels like drunk. This studio was like given the mandate of don't look at what other Call of Duties have ever done. It's very strange.
It's just incredibly odd.
Yes, it is. Okay, other games I played that are not Call of Duty based.
Okay.
There are none. No.
Jesus.
I played a little bit more Prodeus. I'm apparently 1/3 of the way through the game. The game's a lot longer than I thought it fucking was. I put like 6 hours into it already.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, and that's the boomer shooter.
The one that I recommended.
Very good. Did you?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I sent you that one. Because I don't even own it.
You sent me a lot, but I
know.
Feel like this is one you missed.
No, it's one that I don't own, but I definitely recommended it to you because the guy who did Dusk.
Maybe it was so long ago I don't remember, but it wasn't right before it released, I don't think. Because I remember it coming out the day I bought it, and I was like, holy shit. But it was you probably recommended it way before it came out or something.
Maybe. I don't remember. Anyway, so you're like, what, 6 hours in?
I am. Let me get an accurate reading for you.
So I like your Steam
I can't wait to be wrong.
Right
and it's like fucking. Sorry, what?
I said I like your Steam name right now.
Oh, Camotel.
Yeah, Camotel. What the fuck?
Yeah. It kind of fits the Call of Duty thing I've been doing.
Yeah.
4 hours. I'm 4 hours in. Okay.
Oh, okay. Still.
And so I'm on level 11 out of 31, I think.
Oh wow! Okay.
So yeah, game should
halfway
be going
through.
for quite a while. Nope, not halfway.
Oh well, you know what I mean. Close enough.
Yes, it is close enough. That game is amazing. Okay, so I came upon this level. The way that they don't really have boss fights as far as I can tell. But they introduce new enemies like a boss fight.
Ooh,
so
like Doom.
They had this level where these two snipers are shooting at you. Not the whole level, the whole like first part of the level, and it's really delayed. It's pretty easy to see coming, but not when you're in a firefight with a bunch of other shit, you know?
No.
So you kind of get hit with them, but then you become more aware of it. It's like this thing you have to learn, and they're up in this tower, so it's like clear they're a big deal. And then you work your way through the level, and you get up to the sniper tower, and you're like, okay, I'm going to take out these two guys. It's going to be fine. Like, great. You take out the two guys. Turns out there's a whole fucking bunch more snipers in this building that have not been shooting at you the whole time. And then you realize, oh, this is just a regular enemy now. You just introduced a new enemy. But it felt kind of like bossy.
Yeah, it was a challenge.
And then the next level is this creature that's spewing these fucking blue orbs at you from this center, like it's trapped in this like cylindrical like center piece of the map.
Yeah.
And your goal is to unleash it and kill it. And they're not explicit about that. They're not explicit about that, but that's how the level unfolds. So you start on this top level, and then you work your way down, and you're releasing these pistons from like holding the cage or whatever the fuck they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if they're like keys or whatever the fuck you want to call them. They're like giant things that are holding this barrier in place. And so once you get to the last one, the thing comes out, and it's kind of tough to kill. It's not crazy, but it was the whole level. It was able to shoot at you without you being able to shoot at it.
It's annoying.
And then at the end, you kill it, and then you're like, fucking thank God. And then the next level has like 8 of them. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, they just build up these regular enemies. I mean, they're not regular. They're not grunts, but they're not boss characters either. They're like an elite mob, kind of.
Right.
And the way that they build them up is fucking cool. I don't think I've ever seen a game do it this well.
That sounds like how Doom Eternal introduced mobs and stuff, because eventually, like, the thing that was the boss, you'll see, like, 2 or 3 times in the next level and stuff. Or they would do this thing where they would be like, hey, you just beat that thing.
Was it that big of a deal, though? Like, and also, Doom has real boss fights.
Do it again! Yeah, and then I think towards the end of the game, by the time you're like super ripping and tearing and you're like really fucking in the rhythm of things, they just become normal enemies.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like the Marauder.
You probably remember Doom Eternal a lot better than I do.
I fucking love that
As
game.
soon as I heard about what they're doing to my boy Mick Gordon.
We're going to talk about Mick Gordon today.
I know we are. I fucking know we are.
I made a point to find... I didn't bring it up last week because we didn't have the full detail, and I was waiting for Bethesda to respond, and they did in the worst way possible, so we're going to shit all over Bethesda, so...
Cool. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
Okay. Prodeus.
Brother.
Prodeus.
Prodeus. Very fucking good. Boomer shooter.
I should pick it up.
Play that shit. Everybody out there. It's incredible. Also, I was looking at the games that I played this year because I joke about I didn't play any games that came out this year.
Yeah.
I've played 14 games that came out this year. Not
that's
too
pretty
terrible.
Good. Yeah, that's pretty good.
And I'll do you one better. Haven't beat a single one.
I mean, that's fine. Most reviewers don't beat them anymore these days.
True.
So.
I should be writing fucking 22 paragraphs.
IGN. Actually, I have a friend at IGN now, so I can't shit on them too hard. But I like them, and all you will shit all over them. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, what else do you play?
Yeah, good question.
Did you go back to Grim Dawn?
No, actually.
No Grim Dawn this
Faye
week?
has been sick. Literally too sick to sit down at the computer.
No!
So we have not done that.
I'm sorry she's sick. Tell her I love
it's
her.
the best thing that's ever happened to me because finally I work from home and I'm not the one that's sick.
It's not you with the COVID this time. It's her. Oh,
Yeah.
poor Fabian.
I played a little bit more Shadow of War. I don't think I have anything else to say about that.
Fair.
I also played about 2 hours of God of War Ragnarok on stream.
Ooh, you streamed it? I missed it. Fuck.
Did. It was a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be because I thought I was getting sick during it. I was like, Jesus Christ.
No.
And I didn't end up getting sick, but my body, I must have fought something off because
your
I felt like I was
antibodies.
getting sick.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy.
No, it's okay. But yeah, so it was a short stream, but fucking shit. That's a good goddamn story. Oh my God.
He's really good.
It's also real weird that they made Richard Schiff Odin, which I don't know if you've seen.
Oh, I've watched most of the game already, and I watched the end. So
because it's not Odin is like
Odin's
he's got
supposed
a
to be
more
kind of a big
timbery,
boy.
lumbering voice. Like he doesn't. Richard Schiff has a okay. Have you seen The West Wing?
Yeah, he's kind of a feebled old man now.
He is a feebled old man, but that's my point. Like,
yeah,
even in The West Wing, he's kind of he's a conniving like politician. Like he's a writer for a politician, but he's still like his power, his presence is in his words and not how he presents himself or his voice. I don't think.
Yeah.
So when you hear Odin talk this way, like Anthony Hopkins also I thought was kind of a weird choice. But I think they modified his voice a little bit in the Thor movies.
Yeah.
Where he sounded more booming, like more godlike. I think that's what I think of. And it's just Richard Schiff's weird voice for Odin. It doesn't really fit to me. Like, I don't know. He'd be like a good old ass Loki or something, like a trickster god, like more.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
it just doesn't fit that well.
I kind of agree with you. I didn't like feeble old man Odin. So
also they like fucking sculpted his face into the game. I think that's wholly unnecessary. I don't think you need to do that.
I thought it was really weird. I'm like,
look, I'm a big fan. Fucking shit of the one thing I know him from, but it just doesn't fit. You know, I don't think it fits that well.
So the only Odin that I can think of that isn't portrayed necessarily as Odin, but I think he would still make a good Odin, is Ian McShane. And Ian McShane plays a character called Mr. Wednesday in American Gods, who's essentially Odin.
Oh.
And he...
Oh, yeah, shit.
Yeah, I think he would have done a better job. Because, like, I was watching it, and I watched Ludwig beat it because he was doing his, like, thing for it, right? His stream, beat it until he dies. And he cheated. He added 15 minutes to the clock. Everybody called him out, but he just still acted like... Anyway, so, yeah, it was good. I watched him beat that and stuff. I thought that Odin being kind of feeble, man, was kind of... I don't know. Although Thick Thor? Oh, hell yeah! That Thor. Who plays Thor in this? I don't remember.
Somebody in my stream told me. I can't remember his goddamn name. He played something in what's that biker fucking show?
Fuck. I know. I can see it in my head. I can't think of it.
Starts with an A, I think. I don't know. Fucking. I've given up. Stop listening to this podcast.
Ryan Hurst. That's who it is. Ryan Hurst.
Ryan Hurst. That's right.
Ryan Hurst. Yeah, he's in that biker show that I can't think of the name either.
Anarchy.
Yeah.
Something Anarchy. Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, Sons of Anarchy. Yeah, we got there. Okay.
We got there. Didn't Google it. Promise. Although she Googled Ryan Hurst, which probably led me there.
Yeah, I think he's literally the perfect Thor. He looks like Thor, and I don't mind that he's, thick boy. Thick Thor. That's what we need.
Yeah. No, I think it's good. I mean, I'm early into it. I just had my first fight with Thor, so.
Nice. Proud of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That lightning tree thing that's coming down. Oh, my God, so cool. Trapped in ice. Oh, my God. The game is just, it's amazing.
It's really good.
Also, I was very surprised to learn that Atreus is the same voice actor because he changed his voice significantly.
Yes.
And we made a bunch of jokes about them waiting for that actor to hit puberty in real life. That's why the game took so long.
He's such a baby. He is a little guy. I mean, he's a young man, and yeah, he's. He
sounds way different. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah. I was like, I even looked because he sounded so different. I was like, did they get a different voice? Would they really do that? And I was like genuinely shocked. And then it was, I was like, puberty. Right. That's a thing for young men. Right. Forgot. I forgot. Sorry.
Used to be a soprano, now he's a fucking bass.
Yeah.
No, he's not that. He's not that low, but
no. But he does sound a lot older. It's funny.
It's a fucking great game, obviously, and I can't wait to see more of it.
I can't wait to play it when it's on the PC finally.
Have you played the original?
That's on my list. It's on my list to do.
Okay.
I've seen. So the thing is, I've seen the playthrough of both games now, because I've watched people play them. Like I watched, watched my friend Kyle.
You
play
still want to play
it.
them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why?
I don't know. I think I want to.
The main thing is the story. I think. Like I don't think the gameplay is very good. I mean, it's
okay. It's not
pretty
the best.
Good. It's pretty good, but it's not really for me. Like it's
It's very hack and slash, very like mundane.
Super hack and slash, but it's also like Devil May Cry, where it's like so over the top that it's like, okay, Jesus Christ, let's just get through that. Like obviously nothing. We're not living in reality here. We're just, it's a cartoon.
Yeah, it's very cartoony. It's
but
very over the top.
in a super serious, realistic storytelling way, which is very odd. I sort of made a joke about so after we had a super emotional scene, the game pops up and it's like, bing! Here's how you use runes in your weapons. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that feels really like juxtaposed with the tone we're going with here.
Yeah, I think it's to interject and to kind of like break the stress and the mood of the game every once in a while. I know a lot of people were complaining on Twitter about the side characters solving the puzzle for you after like a minute.
They are 100% right, by the way.
Yeah.
It's awful.
It was like that in the first one too, and I was like, damn, Atreus, you didn't even give me
it's like that, by the way, with every Sony game. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Ellie does it a lot
Last of Us is
in
like
The Last
that.
of Us. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're not the only ones with the problem. The BioShock games had this problem with, Infinite did with Elizabeth.
With Elizabeth,
fucking Booker, the game we got to do is like, shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. I fucking hated Elizabeth by the end of the game. And at that point, I was just like so annoyed with her.
When I got into a firefight and she's like, here's a coin. Like, oh,
like,
you
shut
bitch.
The
you
fuck
fucking
up.
bitch.
You just got us killed.
I'm going to let that bird fucking kill you. God damn.
Fair enough. Yeah. I
turned into Dennis from It's Always Sunny when I talked to Elizabeth.
I think
I need my tools.
I need my tools. I need to do my thing. I think my thing with the like games like that I watch other people play, I also want to experience it for myself. And I think that's why streaming like is so successful. Not to sound like I know what I'm doing and I'm biased. I'm not going to tell you how to run your stream, obviously, like twitch.tv. Luke,
let's see. Let me think about this. Have I ever watched a stream like all the way through? I don't think I've ever seen a complete playthrough of a game and wanted to play it still.
Really?
Yeah. Instead, what I'll do is find out. Maybe it's because I know what I want.
Right.
Because usually I see somebody playing a game I want to play, and I'm like, I'm going nowhere near that shit because I want to experience it for myself. I don't want my own experience colored by what other people are doing.
Right.
You know.
I think I'm that way with some games. And then there's other games, especially like console games and stuff like that I will experience at a different time. And I will be
you'll probably forget half of the shit that I have.
Right. And that's like the only game that I successfully dodged all the way through was Red Dead. Because I knew I was going to be able to experience that, and I knew I wouldn't be able to recapture it. Like even though I've been playing God of War by myself off stream, I haven't touched it in a hot minute. Yeah, the first, the one before Ragnarok.
Oh, you have? Oh,
yeah.
Shit. Okay.
I played it a while ago, but it's been a hot minute since I've touched it, and I played a little bit of it off stream because, like, stream it was tanking for some reason. Like, it would not. The bit rate was fucked. No matter what I did to adjust it.
That happened to me with Horizon. I need to go back to that game and play it offline.
Yeah, and so I just been playing it offline, but I still experience things differently. Like I remember the emotional parts that I cried with my friend who streamed it and stuff like that. And then I know in a few years when it eventually does make its way to PC, my experience will be different than how I watched Ludwig and like other people play it on stream. And experience their ending and stuff like that, because I will play it differently. My play style is usually different than most people's, and so I see how other people experience it, and then I know my experience is going to be different.
But there's not that much variation in what you can do in God of War.
Right, but I'm also an idiot sandwich, and I will go do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's my thing. Okay. Anything else before we should move on to the news?
Just Lord of the Rings, and I want to say that MMO, first of all, is the solo. Absolutely, I'm 100 hours in.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah. Although, granted, like 40 of that was before this year, I think.
So 60 hours this year. That's not too bad.
It's not too bad. That's
No, it's not too
how
bad.
much time I usually spend in survival games or whatever.
Yeah.
Terraria, maybe. Got that far. Yeah, it's fucking, if you like Lord of the Rings, god damn it, it's a whole bunch of that. That's fucking great. One thing that I fucking love about it is the leveling process is very slow. Like, even min-maxing, it takes people, like, I think people who play it regularly, it takes them like a month to max a character. Like, a whole month of just popping double XP and going bam, 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 like, as much as they possibly can. Like, content creators, right?
Yeah.
So for a schlub like me, that's like every now and then gonna 100% a zone.
Yeah.
It's gonna take me like half a year.
That'd be good.
Which
good
is
time.
kind of great.
Yeah, you get to spend a lot of time in there and enjoy things and take it at your pace.
A lot of time. The music is incredible. There's a weird meme going on in the game right now where the most recent update, for some reason, plopped a rock right in the way of a path that, like
so a
there's
Snorlax?
I don't know what that reference is. It's something Dr. Seuss related, but I don't know.
It's Pokemon,
what you're
but
about.
continue anyway.
Snorlax?
Yeah, it's a Pokemon. He snores.
That sounds like a Dr. Seuss thing.
Snorlax. He blocks the path, and you have to wake it up with the flute in the Pokemon games.
Oh, well, it's a rock. It's just a rock. It's a giant fucking rock. And horses can't pass through it, right?
Oh,
Nothing can, really.
No, not the horsies. Okay.
And you can pay for travel to different areas, right? It'll automate the travel. Those horses get stuck there. So you can pay 26 silver or whatever to go from one point to the next and then get stuck on that rock and have to like dismount and you can't complete your journey.
Oh, no.
Now, people in the Lord of the Rings Online community have nicknamed it Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And there's a petition to keep it in the game.
Please don't remove this. We love it so much that it's it's annoying.
I met somebody that's like all in a same situation as me where they've had the game for like 15 years but have played like 20 hours of it.
Yeah.
And we bonded over like World Chat or whatever. And so we were DMing back and forth. He's like, oh my God, I'm at the Rock. And I was like, oh, I don't really know this meme that well. I've heard about it, but I haven't seen it. So I go there and we took some screenshots and it was like a nice little bro out moment.
You guys hung out at the Rock. The
little
hangout.
Piece of history. Yeah. Yeah, it's just some MMO fucking fun that, is kind of rare these days.
Oh my God, I love this. Okay, that's cute. 100% love that.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, that's my games. Hopefully we have time for news.
Fucking, I don't give a shit. This is my podcast.
My podcast. Yeah.
There's mostly three things that I want to talk about this week. I want to talk about Mick Gordon, I want to talk about Blizzard, and I want to talk about Pokemon. So
yes.
We're going to get into these. Let's jump right into the Mick Gordon allegations right now. So,
yes.
Back in, 2020? When Doom Eternal released, there was a huge Reddit post that went out basically just shitting all over Mick Gordon, one of the greatest artists of the century.
From someone inside id Software, right?
Yeah, it was by Martin.
Because people shit on the soundtrack compared to the last game, I think.
Yes, so
and it was responding to the community feedback, I think.
Right. So people were upset that the soundtrack did not sound very great. Even people in my chat were complaining about it, and I was like, you know what? It's not perfect, but I'm still happy with the music
honestly
from the game.
Loved it. I honestly don't. I don't have an ear for music that well. I mean, I do a little bit, but not to this level.
No.
So I didn't understand any of this because I remember, Faye was like, our relationship was pretty new when this game came out.
Right.
I was blasting this on my speakers and we were rocking out. Like, it was fucking great.
That's so cute.
So there's not, I don't want to say that the game, the soundtrack is awful. Obviously, Mick Gordon has feelings about it. It has feelings about it. The community has feelings about it.
Right.
I just want to say that I thought it was fucking great still.
I still listen to it all the time, personally, when I play, like, Double Daggers and shit like that. So, but yeah, the community was mad because it sounds flat. Some certain tracks sound flat in it.
It's not as dynamic. It
It's
doesn't.
not
The
as
highs
dynamic,
aren't as
right.
high. The lows aren't as low. Yeah, that
Exactly,
kind of shit. The
exactly.
range is narrowed.
Yeah. And so there was this huge Reddit post basically.
Which, doesn't that seem like something that's super fixable? Like uncompress it or whatever the fuck they did, right?
It's not as easy as it is, because when you put it into a video game, you have to deal with the other sounds that are going on in the game, right?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
And compared to that. And so what happened was Martin, let's see what his fucking name, Martin
Scorsese.
Martin Scorsese, Martin Strappin and
He's
Chad.
like, I hate Doom. It's a theme park game.
Yeah, right. Martin Stratton had posted this huge thing basically just destroying Mick Gordon's character on Reddit and all this other shit, saying how it was his fault. He didn't do it right. He didn't listen. He didn't provide the files, and just basically dragging his name through the mud. And, of course, Mick Gordon, being who he is, obviously lawyered up. And it's been tied up in, like, lawyers and shit like that, which is why he hasn't talked about it. And it's been over 3 years since this has happened. And, it's been kind of a shit show. So he posted on Reddit recently, Twitter, with receipts of him finally coming out about the accusations in that Reddit post and everything else. And it sounds like Mick Gordon wasn't in the wrong in this, like everybody else had proceeded, and the Reddit post had made him out to be. Now, I'm summarizing this very, very, very simply, and you should go read Mick Gordon's post. It's about an hour read if you listen to it, and it's like a full like on PC Gamer. They have like the little thing that you can listen to it, which is great. 10 out of 10. Recommend. But he has like all of his receipts where he constantly was trying to get in contact with id, and then id announced at the Game Awards that year, because Doom had originally been planned to be released in the year of 2019, and then it got pushed back to 2020. But at the Game Awards, that's when they announced that they were also going to be releasing an original soundtrack, which Mick Gordon was not contracted yet to do.
Yeah.
Also, there was all these other issues that he had dealt with, like not being paid for months on end, and also constantly trying to get level design from id Software about what fucking shit he should put into the music, because that's...
Plus...
Oh, go ahead.
I heard that an employee at id Software drank his breast milk from the fridge, the company fridge. I'm just kidding.
That sounds
That's a Blizzard reference.
Yeah, that's a Blizzard reference. But like basically he had been constantly trying to contact Marty and being like, hey, I need level design. Hey, I need this information. Hey, what the fuck am I doing? And so he went ahead and made a bunch of music without getting paid. And then they're like, this is all wrong. You shouldn't do this. And then trying to get the original soundtrack out, like he was obligated to do that because obviously he was doing all the music. And he couldn't get any contract information from id Software. So he went above id and contacted Bethesda directly.
Oh, shit. He's like, Todd, help me out, boy.
He's like, hey, I'm doing the music for fucking Doom Eternal, and now I'm just finding out about this this soundtrack, and I need a contract so I make sure I get paid. Bethesda was on top of it, and they got him the contract, right? And they got him all this other shit. So he starts making music. He starts doing shit. He picks out 12 fucking songs, and that he thinks are his like peak things. Then Marty comes to him the night before it's supposed to release. And because of like the way that the laws are and the things are when you and they already have people's money. And they were basically at the point where they were either forced to refund everybody who bought the original soundtrack or give them the soundtrack. And they basically... He was like, hey, Mick, I don't like these songs. I need you to pick out new ones in 5 hours. Obviously, he didn't have it. And so that's where Chad comes in. Chad Massholder, no disrespect to Chad. He's also a sound engineer, but he remastered a lot of the songs and he redid all the other stuff. And obviously those were the ones that were not very good. And that was part of the issue. He didn't have the original like audio and everything that Mick did. And so that was part of the issue.
Damn.
Yeah. So that's why it sounded like shit. It's not Mick's fault. And Mick has always wanted to fix this. He's been wanting to fix this for years. Because it looks bad on him. And it makes him look like shit. And he hasn't been able to say anything because this has all been tied up in court. Because Bethesda in id Software went to Mick Gordon saying, hey, here's $100,000. Keep your fucking mouth shut or else. Obviously, they fought. Which is why it's coming out finally now. Because it's been tied up this whole time. But the worst thing is, I think this is the worst thing. Bethesda didn't take a neutral stance on this. They sided with Marty and Chad from id Software. And they basically threw Mick Gordon under the bus.
Yeah. Yeah, they did that. And then they're also like, the funny thing is, so the message they put out, right? It was very cyberpunk or just any video game studio that's like, here, we have a long thing. Here's our PR statement.
Right.
Given on our PR digital paper.
Right.
And the last message is like, hey, I don't think anyone from either side should harass the other.
Yeah. Which
sounds like a good thing to say.
No.
But it sort of implies that Mick Gordon has done the opposite, which is not true. He's very clear that he doesn't want people going after specific people at id.
No. Because that's what happened to him for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
That's what happened to Mick Gordon. And it's really funny because somebody came into my chat when this first was all happening. And I was like, I've seen a lot of Mick Gordon stuff. I followed him on Twitter. And this does not sound like him. And they're like, well, he fucked up the whole soundtrack. It's all his fault. And I'm like, I'm sure there's something else going on.
Wow. Drinking the Kool-Aid, huh?
And I kind of want to be like, I was fucking right.
So some people have considered. So when I read tweets about this,
right,
a lot of people's sentiment was, well, I don't trust the institution, which is id, versus the person.
Right.
Although we learned our lesson with that chick from Bayonetta. I thought, what is your? Actually, I want to know what you think about that first before I give my thoughts.
I'm really mad that the Bayonetta chick lied to us, which was really shitty, and it was really shitty of her to do that.
Did we see proof that she lied?
Yes.
Did I miss that?
No, we talked about it. She lied.
Oh.
She lied.
Okay.
It's okay. And I was very upset about that, but I've seen a lot of stuff by Mick Gordon, and I followed Mick Gordon on Twitter. I didn't follow Bayonetta chick as closely, so I didn't know. But I followed a lot of Mick Gordon stuff. I followed him on Twitter. I've stalked his other stuff. I've stalked his other music. Because
what was her lie again?
She said that she only got $4,000 when in reality she was offered about $15,000 to $20,000.
Oh yeah, so it was sort of a lie of omission, which is like,
yes.
I got 4,000 billed 3 times or whatever the fuck.
Right,
it was.
right, but it's still a lie.
Yes, but it's still an absurdly
it's not
low
enough
amount.
Money. Oh no, don't get me wrong. The amount is very, very low. However, the fact that she just lied and said, "Oh well, actually,"
I think she's just not used to this kind of attention, honestly.
Well, then she shouldn't have called for a fucking boycott of the game. If you're gonna fucking lie about something like that,
I think she wielded power she didn't have.
She fucking swung her big dick that she did not have. I'm sorry.
But I also think the turn on her had to do more with her political leanings, to be honest.
Ooh, really? I didn't know about this.
A bunch of people dug up a bunch of like right wing shit she was into.
No. She drank the Kool-Aid?
What?
I said she drank the Kool-Aid.
Drank what Kool-Aid?
Right wing Kool. Anyway, it's fine. That was being facetious. Going back to our fucking very beginning bit of the podcast.
We are a political podcast now.
Mashed potatoes!
Episode 160, we're a political podcast.
Either you pick applesauce Joe Biden or lumpy cold mashed potatoes Donald Trump. Okay, that's
Isn't that awful? Those are our two choices.
Oh, trust me, I fucking think about it every night.
I saw there's a car parked in my not parking lot, but on my street. That is that has two bumper stickers.
One that says Joe Biden.
One is
what's
Bernie
Trump?
Sanders,
Oh,
2016,
no.
and then the other one is Giant Meteor 2020.
I love that neighbor of yours. I agree 120 million %. We should not exist anymore.
So yeah, so I was thinking like people are so quick to go to this. They want a status quo so bad.
Right.
People do. They want to not be able to think about, well, not be able to, but they don't want to have to think about things, right?
Right.
They want the person, and it's so, the dividing lines are so weird because it's like, well, the person was bad last time,
So it's the company
it's
that's
probably the person this time.
bad. Right.
Like, what the fuck? Like, what a stupid ass way to go through life.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Judge by the things that are actually going on. And if,
He had
and if by the
receipts,
way,
though.
we don't have enough information, shut the fuck up and wait for the information.
Yeah, that's why I waited to talk about this because I was honestly, genuinely waiting to see. Because you sent me that thing last week and I was like, holy fuck, this is a lot. So I dug through it. I looked through
I think it's totally fine to react to the information that's out there, which is opinions of specific individuals.
Right.
That's okay.
That's
but
reactionary news.
I think casting a judgment
Right.
is the thing that fucks people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I also agree with that too, which is why I kind of waited. I that's why I didn't want to report on it last week, and I didn't want to talk about it because I genuinely wanted to see what either ZeniMax or Bethesda would say. And Bethesda spoke, and they sided with their team, which makes sense from a publisher stance. But I don't think they're on the right. I think Mick Gordon. I'm going to side with Mick Gordon on this. He has receipts. He has a fuck ton of receipts. I dug deep into this. And he has like screenshots and shit. Oh, yeah. He has shit tons of screenshots all over his Twitter and stuff like that of him wanting to take down that Reddit post. And originally that Reddit post was taken down by a moderator from the subreddit for the Doom subreddit.
Oh, wow.
It was taken down for about a week, and then that's when Bethesda reacted and gave him the money and said, shut the fuck up or else. And then it was reinstated.
Dude, that's the part that's fucked.
That's the part that's really
not
fucked.
bribery. What is that called? That's blackmail.
That is literally blackmail. Marty literally blackmailed Mick Gordon.
That's so bad. That guy should never work again if that's true, dude. Like,
No.
holy shit.
No, it is shitty, and it makes me really question Bethesda and id Software.
I can't wait to order my ex DoorDash order delivered by Marty from id.
That'd be great.
That's where I think his career should go.
That'd be great. Okay, let's jump here. I'm gonna skip the Pokemon. Pokemon's a shit show. Scarlet Red, what the fuck are you doing, Game Freaks? This is a fucking...
What is happening? What? Pokemon?
Okay, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet came out, right?
Oh, did it? I actually didn't know that.
It came out on the Switch. It is a Switch game. Okay. But it is jank. It should not be jank for a Nintendo game like this. It's kind of bad. I mean,
this would be the second Pokemon on
that was really bad
system, right?
Yeah, because like Sword and Shield was released, and then the next one was, I forgot what the last one was, and that one got really good reviews, but this one has a lot of technical issues and a lot of bugs, and I know that the Nintendo Switch is limited on what it can do, like graphically wise, but it looks like there's some issues that are like PlayStation old. Like stuff popping in and out of existence and shit like that. And I was like, dude, what generation is this fucking Pokemon? Like, it's really sad. There's also a bunch of bugs, things not working properly, and also like very like lackluster like visual design.
Do you remember Nintendo used to have a thing on their games, right? Physically.
Right.
And it was the Nintendo Gold Seal of Approval.
I was just going to say that gold fucking seal.
And now
it's gone. It's dead. It doesn't exist anniemore.
Over.
It's depressing. It's fucking depressing, Portz.
And you know what? I kind of get it. I know why it went away.
It went away
because how long can you sit around and watch the industry fuck it up and earn money? I get it. Everyone does it. But you're fucking up the one thing you goddamn had going, Nintendo.
You're fucking it up. Pokemon
Which
was
is
like
all
your
your
cash
shit
cow.
fucking worked.
Your cash cow, and you guys produce good games. I will say there are certain things that are really cute about it, like the starters are really cute, like the cat leaf, and like the derpy ass fucking fire Pokemon that is there. He just sits there with his mouth open the whole time, and he's just like, bah!
Yeah.
Yeah, he's adorable, and I would fight for him. Also, there's a pig Pokemon called Thickums. See, I'm sucked into Nintendo. I can't help it. But I'm still mad at them. Anyway, it's a shit show. I don't expect it to be patched anytime soon. Because people will continue to buy it, and they'll deal with it for another 4 or 5 months before they fix it.
It's Pokemon.
It's Pokemon. Yeah, that's the problem with Nintendo fucking users. They're like, we haven't gotten this game released in a while, but oh my god, look at how cute this is! They're turning.
Yeah.
That's how Minecraft is becoming. Minecraft is becoming the new fucking Nintendo, and it's driving me insane. Although I will continue to buy plushies of all of the new mobs that they create.
Wait, what? Whoa, hold on.
Nintendo.
What is Minecraft putting out?
Minecraft, every time they do a major update, they do a new mob, and everybody gets mad at it. And I'm over here collecting
Mob?
plush.
Like an enemy?
Yeah. It's either a new
One
enemy.
new enemy?
Yeah.
That's not.
Sometimes
no.
two.
Okay.
Sometimes two.
All right.
Sometimes two.
Sure.
Sometimes two. There's the one that you get to vote on. Glow Squid one.
There's problems with games as a service, which is I have no interest in them.
I mean,
Except
it's for
MMOs,
children. It's for
obviously.
children. It's for children. At the end of the day, Minecraft is literally for children, and I
Still?
continue to play.
Or is it for man children?
No, no. Xbox definitely defined
Oh.
their target audience, and it's kids. It's
Do you
definitely
think
kids.
that's still the majority of people playing it?
Absolutely. Is under 20 years old. Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Weird. I would think there's nostalgia driving people. No?
No, a lot of the mod developers that I've talked to, because I've been working with a lot more lately, they're getting out. They're getting my age, and they're getting out. They're having kids. They're having families, and they don't have time for Minecraft. And I'm over here sitting in an axolotl onesie playing Ark in Minecraft.
Okay.
Anyway, the last thing I want to talk about this week, and I'm sorry this is a long podcast. If you made it this far, thank you for listening. I do appreciate it.
It's not our longest. You're fine.
I'm drunk. I have no
Me
perception.
too.
I had this whole bottle of Sauvignon Blanc.
Something wrong.
Sauvignon Blanc
Yeah.
is
Got it. I
gone.
got
Is
you.
gone.
Yeah.
I'm down to like 2 sips. So, I want to talk about Blizzard in China. And we've talked a lot about China over the past couple of years. And I'm obsessed with like China's market. I like watching marketing videos right now. That's been my jam. And so a lot of it.
Jesus Christ.
I know. It's kind of bad because it's making me turning into a doomsday prepper, and I feel bad. Anyway, so Mike Ybarra.
Wazowski. Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Mike Lazowski, we're going to call him now. The president of Blizzard told employees recently that the company's partnership with Chinese video game producer NetEase is ending. And they basically couldn't come to an agreement this past week. And so China is getting ready to lose not only World of Warcraft, but StarCraft, as well as Overwatch 2 over there. And so they haven't been able to, they've had like agreements with NetEase. And so now they may actually turn to Tencent in the next couple of weeks and see if they could come to an agreement with Tencent to see if they'll publish the games in China.
I thought all these companies sort of went through the government, so isn't it kind of the same thing?
It is. Yeah. But NetEase is a little different. So NetEase and actually Blizzard have had a lot of communications over the past 3 years. That they've been the main focus on how Blizzard has gotten into China. They're the main reason why we couldn't say free Hong Kong, and those esports casters got fucking banned and all this other drama because free Hong Kong was a thing.
What are you talking about?
I made jokes about it in my chat about how it's like, oh, is Blizzard gonna shit on China now and be like, oh, free Hong Kong and then May and all this other shit. Anyway, but the big thing is, I don't think they're gonna fight for it to get Diablo 3, Heroes of the Storm, or Hearthstone back into China, because Blizzard's cash cow, Diablo Immortal, is still fine and dandy in China. The reason being is because NetEase is the main producer behind Diablo Immortal. So that's the whole reason why we have Diablo Immortal, is because of NetEase. And they basically developed and helped
Does
make
it still really make money?
It's their cash cow. It literally makes them millions and millions every month. It is more.
Goddamn, I've seen the game. I've watched so much of it.
Right.
Compared to my interest level. And it just doesn't. I don't. Okay. Yeah. I know it's possible. We obviously saw the streamers that, enabled it a bit.
Right.
And I don't get how anyone could see that's out there and be interested in that.
So I looked into it, and it is one of the top earning, highest grossing mobile games as of August of this year. And as of August this year, which is when it was very close to being released, it made over $100 million alone.
I could see it. If I was like a super gazillionaire, I could see it.
Right. Yeah.
Spend a little bit of, nothing money.
Right. Like its first day that
comparatively.
Like its first day that it was released, and it was only released in America, by the way, because it didn't get released into China until like August. The first day that it...
Oh, really?
Remember, it was delayed and delayed. And then it
really don't,
oh,
to be
okay.
honest with you.
It's okay. It's okay. I got you. It was delayed for a while because of the whole Pooh Bear tweet. There was a tweet.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
That was a good time.
It was a good time. But its very first day that it was released, it made $1 million. Like, immediately. Just like that.
Wow.
$1 million in its first day. And, like,
That's what happens when I, tweet.
Yeah, you pay to have your tweets out and stuff like that. And it's
oh yeah, I wanted to. Once the news is done, I'll give my review of the
you'll have to
Twitter
tell me
ad
about
experience.
people freaking out over that. That was hilarious. But like it's estimated that the game itself cost anywhere from $300,000 to $600,000. So like its first day, it covered all of its costs.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
So like it just literally.
I mean, it's literally reused fucking Diablo 3 assets.
Oh yeah.
So, obviously, from the on art perspective, it didn't cost anything. From a design perspective, it's like it probably cost a couple people deciding how to fuck people in the ass with their money.
But yeah, it's estimated that it makes probably about like $50 million every month. So I know.
That's my reaction to it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's generated over $100 million easily, and its first month was like 50 billion.
Wait, you said 50 million every month?
Not 50 million. I'm sorry. Like 10 million every month. But its first month, it made 50 million.
Jesus.
I know. It's not.
You can kind of forgive people in the first month because it's like, well,
yeah,
they're,
right, right.
not paying attention to anything. They don't know what's,
yeah.
it's a scam.
Yeah, like Diablo.
And then later, though, people still spending money on it. Those are the people that we should be able to kick to shit in the streets.
Yeah, so
Legally.
legally. Yeah, I don't think that they're gonna stress about trying to get the rest of their games into China.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna
Yeah,
focus.
when it's this easy, that's just
right.
fucking. Next week's gonna be WoW fucking Immortal.
Honestly, I think that's what they're gonna focus on in the next few years. If
Jesus Christ.
if the Blizzard and Xbox, this is my prediction. If the Blizzard Xbox
Clip it.
thing, yeah, you guys could quote me on this, and I'm really drunk. I don't care, but this is my genuine thought. If Xbox and Blizzard do not finalize, Xbox will be fine. They'll have some mud on their face, or rather egg on their face, and I think they're really going to go after Sony. But Blizzard itself is kind of fucked if they do not get picked up by Xbox at this point, because they've kind of burned a lot of bridges. And keeping Bobby Kotick on is made them look really shitty. So I think what they're going to do is, if that comes down to it, they will have to focus on mobile games in order to make money. So we will see another insane mobile game like Diablo Immortal come out from Blizzard.
Yeah,
That's
I agree with you.
only if they fail. If they fail to merge successfully with Xbox. And if they do successfully merge with Xbox, they're going to coast. They're not going to do anything.
I want like a documentary about people who spend on mobile games, and not the guy, you know, the Diablo Immortal guy who spent $100K.
Oh God,
like,
what's his
every
name?
month or whatever the fuck his name was. I have no idea. He's not even worth looking into. I'm interested in the people who are normal people who are spending their paychecks on this fucking game.
Right.
That's who I'm interested in, because I know they're fucking out there. It's not just fucking whales. It's not just them. I fucking know it's not. As somebody who's, you know,
yeah.
who spends more than they should on video games, they're out there. And I want to know why these games. Why?
I don't know.
Why? What's their life like, dude?
I don't
Because
know.
people always say, "Oh, it's like lawyers that don't have enough time for games." No, fuck
No,
you.
it's not.
Okay,
It's not.
lawyers are too
It's
smart
not.
for this shit. It's working class idiots who don't know how to spend their money.
There's
That's who I want to talk to.
There's a documentary. I'll have to find it about Genshin Impact, about this guy.
Oh, I would love to hear that.
I'll have to find it. Atrioc did a review of it, and he was talking about how mobile games get you, because he does these really good marketing segments.
I'm super interested in watching this.
And
Okay.
anyway, so I started watching that, and it's about this guy who spent like $100,000 on Genshin Impact, and he lives with his parents, and he doesn't do anything, and like he's just
Oh my god.
it's so fucking sad, and his parents don't know how much money he spent on fucking girls in video games. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm so drunk and my roommates are asleep and I feel really bad.
Well, that's a good spot
Probably.
to end it then, I guess.
I guess so. But yeah, I'm interested to see what Blizzard's next step's gonna be with China. Honestly, I think if they're desperate enough to try to save their market in China, they will go to Tencent and they'll say "fuck you, NetEasy," and they'll keep Diablo Immortal in there, or they'll just say "fuck everything" and just have mobile market in China.
Yeah, have mobile market in China. True.
I mean, they make enough money from their fucking mobile games, so we'll see.
Yeah.
We will see.
Yeah. Don't they? Activision owns Kings or whatever the fuck, the like #1 mobile
Bejeweled, yeah, King's Mobile.
developer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
King's Mobile Games. Yeah, they did like Bejeweled. They did, not Bejeweled. Candy Crush. Candy Crush is their big one. Clash of Kings is
Candy
another
Crush,
one.
Yeah. Yep.
I get confused on what Bejeweled is. Candy Crush. It's all.
EA owns that, right?
EA
owns Bejeweled.
EA owns
Yeah.
Bejeweled, right? Yes.
I remember because what game came out that was terrible? And EA was like, "I'm sorry, you have a free game. You can pick from one of these 28 games." Oh, dude, I can't remember. But Bejeweled was one of the offerings. Christ, are you serious? I think I picked the remake of Most Wanted, and I've never launched it.
Oh, no.
Why would I?
Peggle Pat. Yeah. Plants vs. Zombie is another one that EA has. That's now a mobile game and stuff. But Jeweled is their big thing, and they did nothing with it. Meanwhile, Candy Crush is number one still.
They're crushing it, literally.
Literally. Okay, let's end this drunk podcast.
Goodbye, drunk listeners.
Don't forget to
follow us on Twitter and whatever Bunny's about to say.
Don't forget to follow us on Twitch and Twitter at Evil Space Bunny and The Real Portz, and our podcast at Ignore Backlog on Twitter. I may make a hive count for the podcast just in case Elon Musk decides to finally delete Twitter.
Isn't that a stupid fucking name for a platform?
Hive? Yeah, a little bit.
Yes.
I already made my account.
Because it's like everyone who thinks people are going there for X, Y, or Z reason are going, they're fucking hive-minded.
Hive-mind!
Bots, NPC bots.
Blah, blah, blah.
That's stupid.
It's run by
A dumb name.
It's run by two people. They better start hiring
Yeah,
people.
that worries me too. Are they going to be able to handle this?
They're probably freaking out about the huge influx that has
Although
migrated.
Elon can't handle Twitter, so it's, I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. He definitely cannot handle Twitter. Oh my god, it's so fucking depressing.
He responds to, like, I swear to Christ, every tweet that comes at him.
He must be so bored. He's just like sitting in his office being like, I'm running Twitter.
Do you guys want to do another code review on the whiteboard? We could send that out as a tweet, and everyone's like, we're actually working.
We're actually trying to put out the fires that you started. Thanks, Elon. Thanks, you piece of shit.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Real
make
quick
us
before we
work
end the
at
episode.
1 o'clock. Oh, yeah, your tweet.
Real
Tell
quick
me.
before we end it.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I spent, I tried, you know what? I'm going to log into my bank account and see what I spent, because I told them that I had a cap of $75 over 3 days to promote a stupid tweet. Okay?
It's a great tweet. It was
I purposely did not send my best tweet.
Right.
Well, it purposely was not a tweet I cared about the most. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just wanted to see what it was like. Turns out most people hate that you spend money on Twitter.
Yeah, it's fucking weird how people react to you.
Yeah. Which is fine. It's sort of fair. Like, why the fuck is this tweet promoted to me? Because all it was is me saying, have you ever noticed how content creators are never content? Which reads like, have you ever noticed how content creators are never content?
Never content, yeah. I thought it was funny.
It is. It's a okay tweet. It's a mid tweet.
It's mid.
But anyway, I forget how to operate the Wells Fargo website. Hold on.
8 shots? 8 shots? 9 shots?
It's a lot. Yeah, I have so much alcohol in me.
Whole bottle of Sauvignon.
So I set a budget, right, for this tweet. I just want to see what it was like, right? I've never done this before. I just want to, because maybe in the future we'll do it with the podcast. Probably not on Twitter. I mean, Jesus Christ. Especially if they're charging me more. And I want to know so badly, which I haven't looked up yet. $272?
They charged you $272?
No, $2.72.
Oh, wait,
which
what?
is the only thing with Twitter's name on it. It must be a placeholder.
Maybe. And then they're going to charge you $192.
Yeah, so when I logged in, the way that you said it is like, I want to promote this tweet. I want it to max out at $75, and that comes out to $25 a day. I got something like 2,000% of the impressions I normally get, and as you go along, it'll show you what the progress is, and I got something like 150 followers. And I'm like, holy shit, that's really cool. But when the promotion ended, by the way, I ended it early because they have a calculation of like, here's how much you've spent out of your budget, which is the max. By the way, in the same screen, they'll tell you it's $75 that your max is, but you've spent $92, or it got up to $125 or whatever. I was like, okay, I'm fucking done with this. It was kind of complicated to figure out how to cancel it, but I canceled it. And I canceled it for a very obvious reason. It went over the fucking budget. Like, how the fuck do you let this happen? I don't know if I'm going to get charged that amount of money. It doesn't seem to be charged to me so far, but we'll see how that goes. But if it is the case that I got overcharged, I'm going to be very fucking annoyed. Like, holy shit. I'm already a little annoyed because it tells me that I'm being overcharged. Even if it's not true, that's a little extra stress I don't fucking need. Okay? I set a fucking limit for a goddamn reason.
Yeah.
And I read a Twitter thread today about a giant corporation that spends $80 million a year on advertising, 8% of which they spend on Twitter. And they said, we're pulling out completely because of the bugs we've encountered with the ad screens, which they've used since 2016. So it just happened. Now, either people are sabotaging because they fucking hate Elon, or Elon fired all the wrong fucking people. And you saw how the badge situation with their doors happened.
Yes.
So he probably fired the fucking wrong people.
He fired so many departments and stuff like that. He fired their HR department. He fired like their quality testing department. He fired so many fucking departments. He also deleted the 2FA. Like what is he? He's like, I'm just getting rid of some like useless code.
Dude,
and then all of a sudden 2FA stops working.
He's run successful companies. I understand that.
But not social media.
Buying into a company and thinking you know how it works already is the stupidest fucking thing you can do. Because watch what happened.
Yeah.
You see him beg people to come back, take fucking PR photos with them of them coming back,
and then
thinking
making
that's
them work
good
until
optics.
1 a.m. Like, what is wrong with you? I need you to show your dedication. I need you down here in San Francisco.
You have no idea what your
morning.
employees are doing.
1 in the morning.
How long
down
is he
here.
on Twitter at this point?
Like,
a month?
Less?
Less?
It feels like for
2 weeks? 3 weeks?
It's probably been 2 weeks. It's probably been 2 weeks, but it's probably been less than that.
It's too fucking early to fire this many people. Stop it.
But the thing is,
holy shit.
Like, he fucked up because he went in saying, he's like, I'm going to go in firing people. You know what happens? The good people that you want who want to continue to work because they're hardworking people, they leave. They went to Meta. Unfortunately, they're probably being laid off from Meta now. But they also went to, like, Google and shit like that. You fucked up. And the people that are
with
left,
Amazon, oh wait, they're being fired there too.
honestly, yeah, Amazon too. But you fucked up by saying that, because you know who are the people that are left? The people who want to get that fucking severance pay. You literally fucked yourself by saying, I'm going to go in and cut the fat.
People, the most hireable people are going to leave first because they know their fucking worth.
Yes. And they want to work. They want to do things. They want to produce things. And they probably were cock-blocked a lot at Google, which happens to a lot of good developers. And
have you seen all the tweets of people with verified, like fucking blue verified accounts?
Yeah.
That are all like, hey, I still work at Twitter. Here's what's going on. And none of it's verifiable.
No.
Because it's fucking verified by $8 a month to Elon.
Yeah. So dumb.
Like, we have no idea if these people work there or not.
Right. Or
and
he's
most
like,
of them don't. They're usually jokes.
He's like, or this person is fired. And it's like, yeah, no, I'm still here. I'm still working for you, Elon. And stuff like that. It's just, I fucking hate that guy. I hope he gets hit by a bus. He should have never left. Why did he try to get into social media? Like, he should have stayed a savant and go to space. Just go back to space, Elon. Just go back.
Well, so Jeff Bezos bought Washington Post or whatever the fuck it is, right?
Yeah.
To, control the narrative around his company. Elon I guess maybe this is a similar situation, except that you can't
control Twitter.
Really control what people do on your social media.
Right.
It's not published fucking news like the Washington Post. So it's very silly.
Yeah.
I think. And he let everyone back on Twitter except Alex Jones, which is so funny to me.
Honestly,
I don't know if you saw the controversy around this.
No, I did. And there was who was it? Asmongold made a joke about it, saying it's like, oh, if Alex Jones comes back to Twitter, it's like the holy trinity of shit shows are complete.
Yeah, because it's Andrew Tate, Kanye West, and Alex Jones would be the holy trinity.
Yeah.
So Kanye's back, Andrew Tate's back.
Ugh.
I don't really have a problem with either of those, as long as there's, defined rules about what they can and can't do. And I would say the same about Alex Jones. Like, just relax a bit and follow some rules.
Do you think either of them are gonna follow the rules? Do you think any of them? I don't think any of them.
I don't believe in permanent banning. I think permanent banning for first offense is fucking stupid. That's what I believe.
Alex Jones got banned multiple times. Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Well, who was it? It was
Andrew Tate. I don't think got banned for more than one thing.
Maybe it was Andrew Tate, but
Yeah.
I don't like permanent ban first time. Unless it's like you're like uploading footage of you killing someone. Or something. Like I just don't think it's a good. Like, set the boundaries, but let the boundaries be boundaries, not banishment. You know, like it doesn't have to be the fucking Phantom Zone from Superman. You know, there's like a happy medium here.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's all or fucking nothing.
Yeah.
That being said, Elon Musk says, Sam Harris asked Elon Musk, I don't know why the fuck we're talking about this in the podcast, but it doesn't matter. We're in this deep. We might as well complete the fucking story.
Whatever. It's done. We're here for 2 hours.
We should do a spoilers with a Z about the Twitter drama. So Sam Harris asked Elon, like, why, what do you think about Alex Jones coming back? Because he had just
Unbanned him.
Kanye West come back.
Oh, yeah.
And Trump is maybe going to come back?
I don't think Trump is going to pose, but he is unbanned.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Well, he's got his own platform to run.
It's really a holy fornity or whatever.
Who the fuck knows?
Quattro?
Quattro? Cinco de Quattro.
So he says, well, like, what would you let Alex Jones back? And he revealed some Bible verse that was basically like, hey, I lost a kid,
Wait.
If you go after kids, that's really fucked up.
Elon Musk said that?
Yeah, he had a kid die in his arms. He's had like 45 kids, so one of them was bound to. And it's basically like, oh, you're moderating Twitter based on your own personal feelings.
He is.
Your own personal experiences. So.
I think he genuinely is. He talks about how.
No, I think he is too. Yeah.
Yeah, he's genuinely doing it on his own feelings because, like, he's like, oh yeah, Twitter's about freedom of speech, but like, sex workers are constantly being banned right now. That's another.
Are they?
Yes. That's another big thing is like if you post like horny and like super like I'm all for sex workers. Good. Get it. Do whatever you need to do to get money. Like
as long as your husband's not telling you to do it.
Yes. As long as you're not in a situation where you're being forced to do it. Anyway, yeah. And like a lot of people have talked about it because like they'll usually have separate accounts. Most people have like their horny account and then they'll have their main account, right? And they've talked about how their horny account has been banned because it had like nudes and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, but you know what's funny? Out of this whole thing, you know what came to like the forefront for me? Tumblr. Tumblr's going back to its roots. Tumblr is allowing porn back on the site.
Tumblr still exists?
Tumblr almost literally obliterated itself because it got bought out, right? And it slowly started destroying itself. And one of the big things about Tumblr was fan art. And fan art could get a little risky, if you want to put it that way. Horny.
I remember I was on DeviantArt for literally 4 seconds back in the day. Yeah,
horny on main. And Tumblr had a lot of that. And they banned it. And I was like, why the fuck am I going to Tumblr? And then people stopped going to Tumblr. And they're like, oh, shit. And since Twitter's on, like, fire, they recently announced, they're like, hey, we'll allow 18 plus over here again. Come on back. We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've, like, looked at...
All right.
I've looked at every single social media site. And, I hate Mastodon. It's very difficult to use. Tumblr makes me feel like I'm in fucking high school again. Hive has so far seems to be the interesting one. Co-host was not very good either. And I was just like, ugh. I I'm sad that Twitter is in the state that it's in. It's like super fucking depressing to me because I would open Twitter all the time and be like, this is my happy place, and like see stupid cool shit with like low poly stuff and like get in contacts with low poly devs and talk to them.
Yeah, I feel like Twitter even now is like a happy medium where it's like,
Yeah.
you're gonna see some terrible shit.
You're gonna see some shit.
You're gonna see,
but you're gonna find some really cool shit.
You're gonna find some of the best memes. It might be 2 months late, but you know, it's out there.
Right. That's how I found a lot of the games that I played this year was through Twitter.
Yeah.
Through the low poly. And low poly trends every once in a while. And as soon as low poly trends, I get fucking so hype. And I'm like, yes, it's trending. I'm going to buy so many fucking games and check these out. And I'm always so happy. That's how I found Convenient. That's how I found Breakthrough. That's how I found a bunch of fucking games. And it just...
Have you had contact with Billabong at all? She's Faye's friend.
No. Oh, yes, a little bit, but not very much.
So she had a post that was interesting to me that I didn't really think about Hive and just other shit popping up.
Right.
They're a small company and they are not equipped
ready
to deal with security threats.
They're not ready, no.
Like, so don't give them personal info, basically.
Yeah.
Which is great advice. Don't give them fucking personal info because it's gonna get fucking hacked.
Yeah.
Almost guaranteed. I mean, just by shitty people like seeing that it's going to be a thing, right?
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Twitter.
Hive. Mastodon. Parlor.
No. Get out of here. Get. All right. I'm drunk. I need to go pee. It's been 2 hours.
Have a good time doing that, I guess. Yeah.
If you guys made it this far, thank you. I appreciate you.
How? What's your superpower? How did you do that?
How did you put up
maybe
with
our
drunk
listeners
bunny?
are drunk and they're passed out.
Are you guys drunk and high too?
I've never been high doing this podcast. We should do a high podcast.
I have gummies. It's legal.
Whoa! We should literally do that.
They make me go night night. That's the only problem when I'm on weed. I go night night.
Well, you can last an hour, right?
I'll be like slowly slurring towards the end of the podcast, and I'll actually sound drunk, but I'm just high.
Okay. Well, we can record it, and if it doesn't turn out good, we won't. Do it.
Okay, that sounds good. All right.
Thanks everybody for listening.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Goodbye. There's no way to end this kind of podcast, but it's just over now.